Yo, homies, as always, man, I appreciate you guys so much for clicking on the video. Look, I hope you guys are having a dope day, good health, whatever the case may be. But if you guys enjoy the video in any shape, form, or fashion, if you enjoy the foolishness or just the vibes, go ahead and drop a thumbs up on the video. I really appreciate it. Now, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. I wanted to make this video, but I had to give the other video time because I wanted to check all the comments. I had to go through 1,700 plus comments to really find out exactly how the players were feeling. You know what I'm saying? So before anything else, let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so look, here's what's happening, right? So we know Warframe showed their brand new update and everything coming out. And this isn't more so about the update. You feel me? So for all the players out there, this is not a bashing video. It's a good video. So it's a community talk video. You know, like how you guys talk amongst your friends and everybody have conversations and things to talk about. That's all it is. It's just a vibe, right? So this was interesting. So out of 1,700 plus comments, right? This is one thing I noticed. People were basically on the fence. And I wanted to talk to you guys as a community because I didn't know the community was in like such a strong way with like hundreds and hundreds of thumbs up on different type of comments. And one of the things is I want to hear from you guys in the comment section on is they said the rewards don't justify the grind. And that's why they're in the decision spot to where they are to see if they even want to come back and play the update. Now, listen, if you're playing this update, dude, have a good time. If you're going to be playing whatever Warframe update you're playing, bro, we're having a conversation. Please don't take it personal, bro. Relax. Learn to have a convo, right? So how do you guys feel about that? From the community and a community that of people that know me and the people that just like, you know what I'm saying, been playing the game for hundreds and thousands of hours. You know what I'm saying? I said hundreds of thousands. I god dang, thousands, you know what I'm saying? So it's just been very, very weird to hear that come from the community because I look at it and I think to myself like, yo, that's a strong pushback from Warframe with their community, with the grind not justifying the rewards. And all you got to do is basically reward your players. You know what I'm saying? And this one's a little bit something that's El Chupacabra kind of crazy. And I want to know how you guys feel about this. There's a strong comment going on in my comment section. And timestamp this for every single vet or every single person who's put hundreds of hours in this game. They said, veterans need to leave Warframe. And I said to that comment, I said, I don't know if you know what you're saying, but more than half of the Warframe community are veterans. And a lot of people agreed that veterans should leave the community. And then there was a lot of pushback by people saying, you don't know what you're saying. Veterans carried this game on their back and are still carrying it. Now, I think people think, newer players think veterans are always complaining. And they said that if there's anybody over 200 hours, you've been here too long. And I said, well, god dang. And I exit out the conversation. I said, well, shoot, don't matter to me. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about that because I was like, yo, over 200 hours? Over 200 hours, you should leave? I was like, I don't think that's the way the game works. That's kind of like telling the people who's been playing World of Warcraft for so many years that the veterans need to leave. And it was interesting, bro. It was so interesting, homies, because the way I sat back and I looked at it, I said, and I was just seeing the direction of the community. You know what I'm saying? I had to just take a sit back and look at it. I didn't really care about the input from myself regardless. But I looked back and I started thinking about it and I said, yo, that's really how this community views it. Like, you do what you're supposed to do and they feel like you should leave. Because if you have any kind of criticism or remarks for the game, you've already been here too much. You completed everything that you have done or you should have done. And now you should leave the community. And it should be a recycling of players from newer players to just now start being that, right? And I looked at those comments and I said, I don't think they understand because that means you should be leaving in a couple weeks. That means your rent is due. Like you're getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to leave too. You know, and I don't think they understand that when they say that to other players, like, bro, you're supposed to leave as well. Like you're coming, actually your time's coming up short. That platinum that you just bought, don't even spend it. You just got evicted because based on your logic, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the main things is, I say, you know what I'm saying a lot. Have you guys noticed that? Yo, how many times have I said it so far? So look, here it's just real talking, man. It's just real talking. It's just being honest with the community, because this is a lot of ways on how people feel. And one thing that I definitely wanted to point out, which was a major strong comment on how people felt, was the bar is low. They said, yo, man, the bar is low, bro. Like, when you look at Warframe with how low the bar is, it's not really hard for people to be amazed because the bar is so low. So whenever they do something kind of decent, the community eats it up like they're the greatest devs ever. And I looked at that and I was just like, you feel like the bar is low, huh? And I was just looking at it and I'm reading all the comments of people saying like, yeah, the bar is low. Like, DE hasn't really performed to the level of how they should have performed in years. But just because they dropped something, they reskinned it, repackaged it, send it out. And everybody kept saying in the comments, it was like, bro, it's just PoE. And one thing I've noticed is players aren't hating on it. You got to look at that, because if you sit to yourself and you think to yourself like, yo, players are actually just hating on this game, bro, that's just what it comes down to. No, it's actual real concern. So if you can dismiss a person for having critiques, then you're kind of just like a closed-minded individual. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be honest right here. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of part-time stupid. You know what I mean? So I looked at those comments and I looked at another one that says, it's the same old, same old. And I looked at that and I was like, how could it be the same old, same old? And I know what they mean. It's just the same old that they keep regurgitating back to their audience. And I've noticed that the Warframe community don't care that it's the same old, just as long as it's something that says it's released in 2020. It doesn't matter if it's the same as 2019 or it's the same as 2018. And I'm not saying that this update is the same. We're just talking hypothetically, right? And it doesn't matter if it's the same update for the past 5 years, just as long as the video says that it was released in 2020. You see what I'm saying? And that's a weird way to look at content. And I thought about it and I said, wow, that's true. That's kind of how the community is when it comes to build videos. You know what I'm saying? There's a build video in 2018. There's a how to find Frost in 2018, how to find Frost in 2019, how to find Frost in 2030. You know what I'm saying? So people look at that and I was like, oh, that's the way the community works. So when you look at the type of community it is, the bar is so low, like what the comments have been saying. And they're like, yo, they really just accept anything. There's really no level of creativity that they look for. The jokes are all the same. Everything's the same. And people just saying like, bro, the Warframe community will never excel unless they are looking to expand. And the first place that they got to start is with the dev's creative direction. And I was going through all these comments and it took me like 2 weeks to go through these comments, and I looked at it and I said, God dang, that's some actual realness of looking at this game. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys got to understand, you can be fed anything. But like me, I can't judge the update. I'm not judging the update. The update's not out. I'm not judging it. But just based on presentation of what we saw, and from everything else that everybody else is talking about, I'm just like, yo, I see where they're coming from. And one of the number one comments that kept going through was DE's track record. And I said, yo, why everybody keep talking about their track record? And it's because the track record have really hurt a lot of players. They're just like, bro, they promise everything that they've ever promised has rarely came true in like any of the updates. They promise great rewards, the mods and everything else that you're gonna get, and the rewards are gonna be awesome, and they never deliver on the rewards. And I want to ask you guys this question, bro. Is it the rewards that hurts you the most when you play Warframe? Is it the rewards that make you feel like, yo, this game's not really pushing where it should go? Like, what is it? Is it the retention value of not really putting nothing different in the game? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this: if you got thousands of hours in this game, you're a certain type of player. You're either a completionist, you're also one of those people that you're latched onto it because you have nowhere else to go. And we're being honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have nowhere else to go. You're a completionist, right? Or you're just in love with the community, or you're in love with the style of the game. And some people stay because they're in love with DE. And when you look at things like this, you got to think like, yo, what is really, are these people really playing the game because Warframe gameplay is so insanely fun? The gameplay is so captivating. It's so new and refreshing. Okay. It's not new and refreshing. I just had, okay, I went too far. But you guys see where I'm coming from. So seeing the community from this feedback, and the community isn't really heard. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to speak up for the community, and I always try to speak up for people out there, and a lot of people who do endgame, and a lot of people who get criticized on a lot of different ways, and a lot of people whose thoughts isn't always heard, because, you know, the Reddit isn't for everybody. The Reddit is just for, you know what I'm saying, people that like to hold Steve's socks in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird place. So people like to come here to express themselves, and I look at it and I see, because if you don't listen to your community, bro, you don't really have nothing. And for the people who are saying that vets need to leave, it's a weird way to put it. Because Warframe's like a really weird community. It's like, wow, more than half of the game are veterans. Even if people aren't into endgame like how I was, and, you know what I'm saying, being sweaties at the game and wanting to be tryhards, even if you're not like that, they're a veteran based on time played and how long they've been here. So if you want most of the vets to leave, you want the game to die. That's basically what you're telling me. Now remember, Rio didn't say the game should die. I'm saying what the person says. If they want the vets to go, you want the game to die. Warframe, why do you think Warframe never came out and said it's for newer players or whatever? Because you can't push away your vets, because the vets are your biggest, one of some of your biggest players that stick around, actually. You know what I'm saying? Newer players come in, they'll play, boom, and they dip out. And some stay. But your vets, more than half of the community are veterans. Most of the people that's going to respond to these videos are veterans. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at that and I see people say these things, I definitely see the disconnect, bro. And I'm just be sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, that's kind of crazy. I'm like, I ain't know y'all was disconnected like this. Because people are now looking at Warframe like, it's for us. It's not for you. What? It's for the wallet. And a matter of fact, most of the newer players ain't got no wallet. It's for the vets. It's not just for vets. It's for the vets because they've been throwing money into the game. It's for the casuals who's been throwing money into the game. And, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, yo, Rio, you need to leave. That's fine. But the players who's been putting time, blood, sweat, and tears into this, and this all that they play with their friends since college and high school, and you're telling them that they should leave just because they have critiques and they want to see the game go in a better spot, and you feel like vets are complaining, I feel like that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. I always try to speak up for the players when I can, so, you know what I mean? I just wanted to get you guys' input. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of different. What is holding y'all into this game? What was the direction that you guys want the game to go? What would not make this update captivating for you? Is it the rewards? Is it the fact that if they don't, you know what I'm saying, make the lore more? You know what I'm saying? Elaborate more on the lore? And that's just where it's at. And I've always told you guys, DE is the greatest devs at getting away with doing the least amount of work when it comes to a lot of things. You feel me? So they may work hard, but the hard work that they show is that they go backwards. And I want you guys to understand this because I respect them as developers. And I think they work hard. I think they work backwards, though. I think they work hard, but I don't think they work very intelligently. Like, when it comes to things like the direction of this game, it's just little simple things you got to fix to really change this game's narrative. And they go the hard way of trying to bring in new game modes that has no ties to anything in the game, and then scrap it and then start over from square one and then start a new project and then scrap it again. That's not working smart. But I can't knock them, though, because you always got to try different things, you know what I mean? Because you don't know. If I say you know what I mean one more time, bro. If I say it one more time, bro. But you never know what's going to work or what's going to catch on. So I see why they do these things. But from jump, we could tell what's going to work. And I wish that they didn't cancel projects so much. So that's just kind of like where I'm at on it. And I want to hear from you guys. Let me know how you feel about it. And I'll catch you guys later on the next video. Make sure you guys are over there. Follow me over there on Twitch, Twitter, the whole nine. I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been dropping videos. And it's been wild, man. I've been working with Twitch. My contract and everything went through with Twitch. So I'm fully working with Twitch now and keeping that stuff to go through. So it's been dope, man. Shout out to all the sponsors and everything. We have a couple sponsored videos coming up this week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys for always rocking with me. Thumbs up on the video if you guys enjoy. It's been litty. Subs have been crazy from Marvel, the Marvel game. We're still getting subs from Last of Us. It's been insane. And Monster Hunter. So thank you. All right, I love you guys. Have a dope day, homies. Much love.